Why is data so absolutely critical to these sorts of strategies that we seek to
Yeah, I think it's really important. I think the what we're seeing is a shift in mindset from where companies used to be very application focused. So they talk about, I'm driving my business out of SAP or Infor or Siemens or Dassault or whatever to a much more data centric world. So as opposed to worrying about what the application is that drives that, and all those transaction systems are still critically important, and we still need all those for you know sources of record, but it's how do we provide data at the point of use to the user, regardless of the source system, is really critically important. So when we start to look at any project, whether that be a Gen AI project or anything else, the first question has to be, what is the data strategy that the company has? So what are the policies they have in place around data cleansing, data management, data security, so that we need to make sure that we're, first of all, respecting and allow them to manage data that they want to from their own policy and procedure standpoint, which, like you said, in aerospace, sometimes are a lot more regulated than in other industries. So you have to adhere to what those standards are. So it's really important for us to understand what that data strategy is. So we may spend a lot of time with customers just understanding what are their actual data procedures. And the second area is, particularly in older companies, you have probably 10x more unstructured data that resides in SharePoints and email servers and things like that than does in structured systems. So one of the questions we want to ask companies is, what is the approach you want to take to structured versus unstructured data? Do you only want to leverage structured data for now, or do you also want to take advantage of how do we start to look at all of that hidden data and unlock that environment as well? And we're seeing, a migration, I think, from companies who initially focused exclusively on structured data to now companies asking, well, how can I leverage that unstructured data? What are the types of things I can do that also then provide a lot of guardrails to make sure I don't get in regulatory troubles there or have inadvertent data leakage around those things. So our team works with companies like that to put data strategies in place, whether that be through AWS directly, or we'll work with companies like Databricks and things like that to help them put data strategies in place to leverage that data. But it's the power, like you said, the garbage in, garbage out problem can get amplified as you start to leverage more and more AI and automations techniques around that. So the amount of time we spend with customers understanding their data strategy, understanding the frequency of the updates, how they manage it and how they govern it is really critical.